Hello, Bowie Television family. This is Candy Waller checking in from Super Bowl 58 week Radio Row, and I am here with one of our Bowie TV producers, Kassandra Ramsey. She has the show, The Esquire Coach, and she talks all things NIL, sports, you name it. She knows all about it. Kassandra, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So I know you were going to be in Vegas just a couple days throughout the week,
Yeah.
attending a lot of the women in sports events and all of that. So what do you have planned for this week?
So I'm planning to attend the Women in Sports Power Brunch that is a little later today, and just being here on Radio Row, and then yeah.
Just taking in all the sights and the sounds.
Yes.
It's a lot. And because it's in Las Vegas,
Oh,
it's
it's
even
a lot.
it's
It's my first time in Las Vegas, so that's been exciting. Doing some sightseeing and everything.
oh yeah, so you
Yeah.
picked the first time in Vegas, Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
Oh, you picked a good one. You picked a good week
Yeah.
to come to Vegas. So tell us about your show, The Esquire Coach.
So my show is I talk about college athletics. Well, I'm an attorney in the Washington D.C. metro area, and I work with athletes, artists, musicians, entrepreneurs on protecting their businesses. And now the new thing in college athletics is name, image, and likeness. I've been a long time college athletes' right advocate, and my goal with the show is to provide a resource for current college athletes, future college athletes, and their parents where they can learn about NIL and all the things that they need to know as they are choosing schools, or if they have an NIL deal, what type of things they should be looking out for in contracts. So my goal is to be your go-to resource for all things NIL.
So that is awesome. How did you get into NIL?
When I was in law school, I authored a paper about college athletes' rights. I always thought that the system was really just unjust, right? It's a civil rights issue that you could have someone so young sign away all of their rights, and the college athletic system continue to make money off of it years after their playing days were over. So, I thought that college athletes deserve to have a bigger piece of the pie, or at the very least be allowed to profit from their own name, image, and likeness.
So you already have some episodes running on the channel, and all, as well as the Bowie TV YouTube. So tell us what some of the information you've already been sharing with the audience.
So I started at the base level, describing what NIL is, how college athletics got to this point with college athletes being able to profit from their NIL. That's the base of the first show. I also get into the latest in college sports news, because I believe in order to effectively be able to do NIL or stay up on college athletics, you have to know what's going on, and there's so much going on in college news right now. The second show was about state NIL laws and school policies. I focused on the local Maryland and Virginia's NIL law. And I have my third show that should be coming out soon, where I talk about the new player in the room, which is NIL collectives.
Oh, wow. So what are some of the big topics you're seeing, like the hot topics right now in NIL?
The hot topics in NIL really is NIL collectives and whether or not the NCAA will enforce its rules. We saw our first case where they issued penalties on the school with Florida State University. I talk about that in the second episode. They're now investigating the University of Tennessee. And then there's been a lawsuit from that, where the state attorney generals in Virginia and Tennessee have sued the NCAA for enforcing their rules. So we'll see how that play out. And the next issue is the employment issue. We just recently had the National Labor Relations Board say that the Dartmouth men's basketball team can hold an election to unionize. Now the school is going to appeal, but that's the next week's issue, is whether or not college athletes will be deemed employees.
Wow. So maybe not to get into like what your take is, but I know there's been a long time of, with the athletes making the school so much money, and the school being able to use, like you said, their name, image, likeness to recruit, to do a number of things. They could be featured in commercials, magazines, and all of that. So where do you see this? I don't know if we're calling it a trend, or is this like the thing? Like NIL is here and it's here to stay.
I do believe NIL is here and that it's here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
I I think it's not a one size fits all, right? It's going to be different for your players who get a lot of attention at the bigger schools versus a player who may be at a smaller school. But it doesn't mean that a player at a smaller school can't get a deal. One big story that came out was, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the Popeyes meme kid.
Okay,
And
okay.
he retweeted, "Hey Popeyes, this is my meme. Can I get a deal?" And he got a deal, and he attended a smaller school.
Did y'all hear that? That was a nugget, okay? Because we
Yep.
like to be on social media. You never know. You got to shoot your shot.
Gotta shoot
You
it.
know, and so, hey, that was my meme. Can I get a deal? You never know. You may just get that deal. Kassandra, we have to wrap up, but let everybody know they can get your content, of course, on LVllI TV, but where else can they find you to get more of your information and learn more about you and perhaps reach out to you for advice?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at @the_Esquire Coach.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by to join us. You all will be back soon.
Thank you.